Hello everyone, I hope you are well. In this lecture, I will discuss about what is SAT and what are the major property of SAT and what kind of operation I can perform over the SAT, how to join the SAT, what are the methods we can use over the SAT. In previous last two lecture, I have discussed about what is list as well as tuple, and if I recall, uh, I made a one table where I wrote down the major properties like here. In list, for list item are ordered. As we made a list, the item will not change their order. Same for tuple, order maintained. And if I choose a if item are not changeable or not, in list can be changeable, but in case of tuple we cannot change it. But we discussed in yesterday class, we have done through by converting the tuple into list, then changing the performing the operation of desired and converting back into the tuples. Or in list and tuples, in both cases duplicates are allowed. So in this lecture, I will discuss about SAT and I will explain the uh, topic based on the three major properties: ordered, mutable, and duplicates. So let's start the SAT. SAT is a one of the four built-in data type in Python, which is used to store the collection of data. SAT can be defined through a curly braces. Let me take a pen. Yeah. SAT can be defined through a curly braces. This one. Curly braces, and this is the our items here. For case of list, we use the square brackets. For tuple, we use the round brackets, but in case of SAT we use the curly brackets. SAT can have a same data type items, like in case I made a SAT in which having a string data type and string data type. And SAT can also have a different data type items, like here is a string, this is int, this is boolean value. Same is true for all list as well as tuple. List or tuple can have a same data type as well as different data type. So this property is same for list, tuple, and well as SAT. If I discuss the major properties of SAT, first is it is unordered. Unordered means if I create a SAT and provide a order, so order will not remain same. It means element item will change. Suppose I made a SAT apple and mango. When I execute the code, so their order will be changed every time. Their order change will be every time. And it is unchangeable. We cannot change the item in a SAT, but we can add and remove the item in a SAT. For in case of so we have done it is unordered, but in case of list and tuple we have a order maintained, but in case of SAT order is not maintained. So we need to keep in mind there is no unordered. So if it is not ordered, so we cannot access through the index as well as slice. So indexing and slicing will not work here, but in case of list and tuple it work. It is unchangeable. We cannot change the item. Like in case of list, we are accessing the list item through index number and assigning the other number, but in case of SAT we cannot do it, but we can add and remove the item from the SAT. And third and major property is that there is no allowance of duplication. Like in case in list and tuple, we can have a item of same same value like apple in a list and tuple, they're allowed. But in case of if we mention the apple in a set, only one remains, only one apple remains. So this three major property we need to keep in mind. And I explained the there is no indexing and slicing because it is unordered. In case of list and tuple, there is ordered, so we can use the indexing and slicing. But there are some major methods. I will code it and explain in a step by step manner. So first is len function, which is used to find out the how many item present in the set, same as list and tuple. Add function and update function and remove function. Remove function, we are removing the item from a set. Add function, we are adding the item in a set, but we are not changing. Please keep in mind, we are not changing, but we are adding the item. In case of update, we are like we have a two set, we want to combine the set, so we can use the update function. So we have studied about what is set and what are the basic property of set, and some methods as well as indexing and slicing. Index slicing will not work because it is unordered. So I will move to the code and understand the how it work. So move to the VS Code. Yeah, first I made a first zoom it, yeah, and create a file, set file .py. Please write a .py extension. Yeah, first I declare the set. I wrote my set equal mango and banana. So this is a way we can define the set and write the my set, and write here type of my set. So we can see the output. We will get a apple, mango, banana, and a type is set. So we are getting a set here. So this is fine. Suppose I mentioned that there is no having a duplication. If I write a again apple, so we will only have a 3 element only. Yeah, you can see here we only have a 3 element, 3 item in the set. If you add a more same item, but it only consider only unique item. So please keep this property in mind for a set. But in case of list and tuple, they allow for similar item in a list and tuple. If I want to find out the len of my set, so you can find out. You are seeing it is length 4, but it is actually in 3 because there is no allowed of duplication. Yeah, we are getting a 3. And we can make a set of different data type as well. I wrote my set to here and right here apple, and here 1 2 and float number and boolean value. So I write here my set to same here my set 2. So I will get the, yeah, we are getting a set and their value. So we can define the set through similar data type of item as well as different data type of item. We understood the how to find out the how many items present in the set. And we can also make a set through the set constructor. Like I have a list 1 having a items. I copy paste here from here. I can make the set through as well, through this way. My set 3 set, and this is a constructor, set constructor we can use to make a any iterable set format. I wrote my set 3. You can see the this is a set, my set, and banana, mango, apple. There is no allowance of duplication, so it keep only unique item. So we understood the how to use the set constructor. As we know, there is we cannot access the item through the index, so because it is unordered. But if we can iterate over the through the looping system. So first I comment out this one also, yeah, copy paste right here, copy paste right here, and I use the for loop to loop through the item of a set. Here is a my set, so I hit a item in my set and print out the item one by one. We see the output, yeah, mango, banana, and apple. If I want to check the item is present in the my set or not, so we can use a membership operator. I think you recognize this term membership operator. I discuss in the when I am discussing the operator. So please, if you have not watched this video, please see the video, because it is very important concept. If I want to check the item present or not, so I can use the membership operator. I wrote here I am checking a apple is present or not, and I write here my set. So you will see the first I comment out, you will see the boolean value present or not. So here we will get a true. Suppose I wrote here orange, so we will get a false value. So here indexing or slicing will not work because it is unordered. This is a very important point, please keep in mind. If you want to, I say it is unchangeable, we cannot change through indexing, but we can add and remove the item from the set. First I remove it, and I want to add a item in a set. My set dot add, I want to add a orange, and print out the set, print my set. So I will see the banana is added at the end of the set. We can add the set. If I want to add a iterable in a set, we can use the update method. I will show you here. As I think you remember, I use the extend method when we adding a list into the list, so we use the extend, but in case of set we use the update method. So I add an update. I write here my set 2, and here I will add a orange and cherry. So I write here my set 2. So you will see the these two items are added in the my set. What happened? I use the my set, and you are seeing set object has no Okay, I use a wrong method, so I will use the update. Okay, yeah, it is spelling mistake. You will see the, yeah, we are getting a mango, cherry, banana, orange, apple. Orange apple are added at the end. You will see the order are changing whenever every time you execute the code. You will see a different order: mango, but cherry here, banana, cherry, orange, apple. So you will see the order is changing. So that's why we cannot access through the index number. We cannot operate the slicing as well. So we have studied how to use the add method. If I want to add a particular item, if I want to add a list of item, yeah, a set of item, so we can through the update method. And if I want to remove a certain item, how to do it? So I use the I use the remove method. I write here apple here. First I use here my apple, yeah. So here I remove the apple. And if suppose you have a item in a set, so you will get a output in a set format. Suppose if item is not present but you are removing them, so you will get a error. I will show you through example. I write here orange, so you will see the error: orange is not present in the my set, so we cannot remove it. To avoid this error, we can use the discard method. They also do removing, but they will not show the error. Yeah, we are getting a mango, apple, banana. So if you want to avoid the error, so you can use a discard. Discard is a one step ahead of remove method. It will not show the error. And there is one more method which is pop method, which remove the item at random manner. Like I write a pop which removing the item in random, like mango, banana. uh, here remove a apple in first case, in second case remove a banana. So you will see how they are removing the item from set in random manner. If you want to clear out the clearing set, so you can use clear. Structure remains same, set remains same, but it become empty. Clear. If you add a clear, you will see the set is clear only, it is empty set. Yeah, if you use a delete set, if you use a delete set so you will see it show error because my set is defined already. So you will see the my set is not defined because it is already deleted here. And so we have seen a number of methods: clear, update, remove methods. And these methods play a crucial role when we build a project. So we use this method. So we have done how to defining and listing, as well as how to use it. And if you want to know more about set, like I will show you some method, more method. Wait, yeah, I will show you more method here. Here you will see the add method. I have shown it, clear method, copy method, difference method. And in difference method, I will show you this also. Discard method, we have done it. Intersection method, and intersection update method, is joint method, is subset method, is pop method. Pop method, we are removing a item from a set in random manner, removing the item specified element, symmetry difference. In union, if you want to use the if you want to I will explain the this update method, union method, as well as intersection method. So I use the I use so I find out, yeah. So I use a MySat2, MySat, MySat3, MySat dot union. So I write here MySat2. In union, we will get a new set. In this, we are joining the set. If any item are repeating, it will solely one count. I will show you the answer. MySat3. Apple, orange, cherry, mango, banana. Suppose I write here apple. So you will see the only ones here. Okay. If I write here intersection, you will see the common like in apple, mango, banana, orange, cherry, apple. So here in this two set will only have a apple is a common, so we'll get a output apple. So these are the some methods I use to explain how set work. We can also use the set like if I want to use intersection, so we can also do through other way as well. I comment out and I write here MySat3 equal, and I write here MySat, writing a AND operator for intersection, and MySat2. So you will see the apple is the output in terminal. Yeah, this is a different way to write a doing a same operation. We can write a intersection, we can use the operator as well. So in this lecture I discuss about what is set and what are the operation, what are the major properties, and I will move to the table where I discuss about, yeah, I will show you a table. Yeah, I will show you the table. Yeah, so in this table we will fill them. For set, in for list it is order. If I checking a order of item in a list, yeah, in for list is true, for tuple is true, but in set it is a false, so it is a false. But if I check for it is mutable, yes, list, for tuple not, for set it is not changeable, but we can add and remove the item. For duplicates, and we are allowing the duplicate items in list. For tuple we allow the duplicate item in tuples, but in case set we are not allowing the duplicates. So you will see the in how sets are vary from the list property and tuple properties. In next lecture we will study about what is dictionary and how to define it, and what are the methods can we apply over the dictionary, and how it is different from the list and tuple and sets, and what are the major property of the dictionary. If you have a any query, please comment, and I will give you answer in comment section. Yeah, I will explain next video. Thank you so much everyone.